Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video I'm going to be showing you how to sculpt 3 different adorable heart-shaped polymer clay charms in the theme of Valentine's Day, and these are great for keychains, earrings, magnets, or if you just want to add to your mini food collection. We'll be making a heart-shaped donut, a heart-shaped Linzer cookie, and a heart-shaped sugar cookie. And I will be using the clay tools I regularly use for these tutorials, which I will get a little bit more in depth with in just a second. So first let's go over the polymer clay you're going to need for today's tutorial. I'm going to be using Sculpt products today, and I'm going to use the colors beige, brown, pink, white, and red. You're going to need something to slice with, so I'm going to be using a craft blade for this. Next you need a round tool or a dotting tool, some soft pastels so we can shade our clay creations, some sort of needle tool, I'm just going to be using my scribe tool, eye pins so we can turn our sculptures into earrings, keychains, charms, etc. You're going to need some sort of liquid clay so we can make fake frosting, a rolling pin, or a pasta machine for flattening anything out to the thickness we need. And this is optional, but you may choose to seal your charms with varnish at the end. And today I'll be using clay glaze that I got off of Amazon. Very glossy. I love working with this. You're going to need something to texture your clay, so I'm going to be using a toothbrush I only use for my clay projects. And lastly, you need a heart-shaped cutter. I just got mine off of Etsy. Before we hop into the 3 clay tutorials, I do just want to show you a quick demonstration on how you can make your own clay sprinkles. For this, you need your desired clay sprinkle colors. You need either your hands or you can use a clay extruder, doesn't matter. And then you're going to need a blade to be able to slice the sprinkles, and then an oven. It is very simple. All you have to do is roll out the clay until you get the desired strip thickness you're looking for. And then you're just going to bake these slices in the oven. You're going to bake these in the oven for about 10 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. And then once they're out the oven, you let them cool off, and then you just chop it up with your blade. You can also use scissors if you want, doesn't matter, but that's it. For the Linzer cookie, we're going to need to cut out 2 hearts, so roll out some warm brown or cookie colored clay and cutter shape 2 matching hearts. Make sure to cut out a smaller heart window in the center, so you do need a smaller heart cutter for this. I also got this cutter off of Etsy. You can also find sets of Linzer cookie cutters on Etsy too if you would prefer that. After we have cut out everything, let's take out our texturing tool and texture the top part of each cookie. Alright, now we need to make these look more like cookies by shading with soft pastels. So you're going to start with your lightest shade of beige, and then you're going to work your way towards the darker colors, like those nice golden browns. And if you just follow along closely to what I'm doing, I'm just going around the edges. I'm not going in the middle, I'm going around the edges to give that look. Again, just going in with a darker shade. I'm going with more of an orange this time, just to give it more of a golden look. And once you've shaded the clay, we are going to go ahead and bake these 2 pieces in the oven before adding the filling and the eye pin. I'm going to be baking these cookies at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. And after you're done baking these cookies, make sure to keep the oven on because we're going to need it again to make the filling layer, which is the jam, and adding the eye pin. Great, so now that the cookies have hardened, we can now do the jam layer as well as adding the eye pin. So you're going to be using a flat layer of red clay, and you're going to cut out another heart, same shape and cutter as the other cookies. As you can see, I'm just sandwiching this layer in between the 2 cookies and also using my red liquid clay to help it stay in place. And for the jam, just use a mixture of clear liquid clay and red clay. Mix that together, and that's going to give you your jam look. So now that we have the jam, we're just going to finally add a little layer of jam frosting just right on top of the red heart, and then sandwich the cookie right on top of that. Cool, so now we can add our eye pin. And I'm going to be using an eye pin screw for this, and I'm going to be twisting it right into the center, which is just the red layer. Just twist it in until all you can see is just the hook part. Now we're going to bake this again in the oven for the same time and temperature as last time. After the Linzer cookie has finished baking in the oven, you're going to let it cool off, and then we're going to add our fake powdered sugar detailing. And for this, you're going to need varnish, you're going to need craft sand, and you're going to need some white acrylic paint. And the first step is brushing a layer of varnish right on top of the cookie and then dipping it into some craft sand. Once this layer has dried for about 30 minutes, you're going to go ahead and paint the top of the layer that was just covered in craft sand. So you're going to dab on that white paint, and it's going to create the fake powdered sugar look. I love this effect. I think it's perfect. So you're just going to cover up everything that is the cookie portion, everything that was covered with craft sand. And then after we're done with painting it, we're going to let it dry for about 30 minutes again. We're going to varnish everything again, the entire cookie this time. I start with varnishing the filling and then doing the top part of the cookie and then going along the sides. And if you want, you can varnish the back of this. You don't have to, it's optional, but you can do the whole cookie if you want. Alright, now it's time to make the sugar cookie. And for the sugar cookie, you are going to roll out a light tan clay color and cut or sculpt a heart shape. And then you're going to round the edges slightly with your fingers just so it has a soft and baked look. And once you feel like you've achieved that look, we are ready to texture the top and sides of the cookie. So I'm just going to be using my toothbrush for this, but you can use whatever texturing tool you like to use. And before we bake anything, we do need to shade the cookie with soft pastels so it does look like a real cookie. I'm going to be starting with my lightest shade of beige and then working more towards the golden shades of soft pastel that I have. And as you can see from my process, I'm just going around the edges. I'm not putting my brush anywhere towards the middle of the cookie because when you're looking at a cookie, it's baked around the sides of it instead of the middle. So we're trying to achieve that look here. Now that we've shaded our cookie, let's get ready to add the eye pin into the clay and start the baking process. I'm going to be twisting in my eye pin today using some eye pin screws, and I always make sure to twist in my eye pin until all I can see is the hook, and keeping it in the clay while it is baking in the oven. So once I insert my eye pin, I don't ever take it out again. And you may want to use a small amount of liquid clay around the eye pin hook just for some extra security, or you can score the clay around it just like I did. Now, when it comes to adding the icing, you can either wait to do it once the cookie part has been hardened in the oven, or you can go ahead and add the icing on now. I just prefer spreading the icing on once my charm has baked in the oven once. That way it's a little bit easier to spread around. You can do either or, it's fine. I just like for my cookie to be hardened first before I add on the icing. Either or, you're going to be baking this at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. And for the icing, I'm mixing pink clay into clear liquid clay. Mix this all together and then add it right onto the cookie. And you can choose to add the sprinkles that we made from earlier in this video. It's up to you. Now that it's baked, you may seal it with a layer of varnish, and today I'm using clay varnish I found on Amazon that's really nice and glossy, just putting it right on top of the frosting layer, and then everything's done. And last but not least, we're going to do the heart-shaped donut, and for this you're going to need some conditioned light tan or beige clay, and I'm going to be using my pasta machine to get the thickness that I'm aiming for, folding it up about 3 times to get the thickness I want, and then cutting out the heart shape. And you can also just sculpt the heart if you want, but I'm choosing just to use a cutter for this. Now, you're going to take your fingers and just press down along the edges of both sides of this donut, just to give it the illusion of a nice rounded out donut shape. And to make the heart-shaped donut hole, you're either going to use a dotting tool or some sort of needle tool to create it. First, I'm just going ahead and poking holes into the shape of a heart, and then slowly widening it and smoothing the edges out just to make that shape a bit more noticeable and clean. Alright, now we're just going to texture the donut using either a toothbrush you use for your clay projects or some other texturing tool that you have. And I am going all over the donut to do this. The entire donut, each side, everything. Do everything. Now, we really need to make this look more like a donut, so we're going to be using some soft pastels to shade this, give it that baked look. I am starting with my lightest layer of the beige soft pastels that I have, and then working towards the darker colors like those more golden colors like oranges, orange browns, things like that. And if you pay close attention, you'll notice that I'm going along the edges of the donut on both sides, and I am not putting my soft pastels anywhere near the middle parts of the sides of the donut. Because when you're looking at a donut, you will notice that the middle part of the sides is very light colored, and I'm trying to achieve this look. And later on, I will go in with some rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip just to clean it up a little bit more. And before baking, we need to make sure to add the eye pin. I'm going to be using my eye pin screws for this, so I'm twisting mine into the clay while it is soft and unbaked, and I screw it in all the way until all I can see is the hook part. I get a lot of questions on whether to take them out after baking. Do I leave it in while baking? I always leave my eye pins in while baking, just so everything stays secure. Speaking of baking, I'm going to go ahead and bake this charm in the oven at 275 degrees for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to leave the oven on, that way when I do the frosting, I can pop it back in the oven. So let's talk frosting. I'm going to be mixing some brown clay into some clear liquid clay. I just mix it together until I'm getting the consistency that I want. I'm looking for not too thick, but also not too thin. Alright, now that our donut has been fully hardened, frosting and everything, you can now apply some varnish if you want. I'm just going to be using some of the gloss varnish that I have. I just like putting it over the frosting layer because it makes everything look so nice and shiny. I let it dry for about 30 minutes and then it's all done. And now we have 3 complete, adorable polymer clay charms for Valentine's Day. Let me know in the comments section which charm was your favorite to make, and if you'd like to see more of these clay food tutorials, make sure to check out the other tutorials that I have, and I will be posting more in the near future, so look out for those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!